Set like almost 8 hours.
It's all right.
It didn't give me any notifications or nothing. Hey, that's a whole lot better than yesterday. Yesterday we were what? At 30 minutes? Maybe an hour?
Some 5.
Yeah, as I said, you had 5 one time.
Yeah, it was. Sorry guys, we're back. Internet dropped or something. Man, he's moving right along.
He's doing good now. I don't know if it was this dog, but he placed up at Todd's. Was one of his dogs. Wasn't this dog?
I don't think he was up there.
No, it wasn't. Okay.
How can I get away to that new lane?
Shotgun mic picks up pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Too good.
And I got him confused with another guy.
You know, lucky my shotgun mic?
I like it.
Just not when you're talking.
What's the official time there?
5:45.
Okay, we're about 40 seconds off.
Hey, gorgeous. I see you walking over there.
Hate to see you go, but we'd like to watch you leave.
I'm sorry. I don't know, it was like, I know, it's really helped. No. There's something about, yeah, they changed something on 4 minutes on something, I don't know where it is now.
You gotta be done with number 2 by
You have to
4
be done
minutes.
with number 2 by 4 minutes now. Yes.
Tell you what, guys, how about this? Where's this time at, Judge?
7:02.
7:02, headed in. This Rick Morgan is a dog handling fool. Trains his own dogs too, you guys. Headed to the exhaust. You can see him there. Time stops when they go through the gate right there. Official time of
7:24.
7:24 and a full score of 180. Way to set the pace, Rick Morgan. That was a heck of a good run.
All right, I'm out.
Bye.
Mountain State Stock Dog Association, their national finals after Wyoming, July 11th through the 16th. Mark your calendars. Go to our website, www.mountainstatesstockdog.com. Make sure you get your memberships paid up. so that you're qualifying. Every point goes towards our national finals going on in Afton. A lot of good things going on here. These trials are all sanctioned down here, you guys. Get a hold of me or our executive secretary, Jeannie Biggers, Clyde McCourt, Doreen McCourt, my wife, Sherry White. Any of us can help you out with what you need. Once again, make sure your memberships, everybody's memberships need to be renewed by January 1st, 2022. Tomorrow.
Checking mine.
Verona's online checking hers. You can actually go on and see if your membership is current or not. So go to mountainstatestockdog.com. Verona's going to tell me how you do it.
Go to members.
Go to members.
Click here for current membership list.
Click for current membership list. Is there a button to click there to become a member also, Verona? I believe so.
Yes.
There's a button there to become a member also. But update your membership, everybody. Make sure it's all due right now. Let's click back over to live feed. We got Jake, Jessen, and Judge. Got a littermate to this pup at my house. This is a Walker Grace. This dog's 14 months old. He showed his very first trial just about 2 days ago. Jake's trained him all himself and done a really good job. This is his first time seeing a big field. So we'll see how he does with it, you guys. Like I say, he's 14 months old. 14 months old.
It's too small.
Everybody's on here. This is a great event. We're glad to have everybody here. Clyde McCourt, this is the first year you've missed it. You've been down here for a couple of them. You're missing it out while you're at home and it's snowing.
Missing it out.
You're missing it out. You're missing it and you're missing out. You're missing it out. Get the best of both sentences. You're going to see that ditch that exists down there. It's a little bit deeper the farther down they go. So if they don't get right there where they're at, that dog's actually jumping it. There's a pretty good old hole right there, a wash. You don't have to worry about this pup having enough salt in him. Them cattle aren't going to buffalo him, push him around. He's done a great job. What kind of mind does this dog have to have at 14 months old to be going out and doing what he's doing at that distance? He's about 350 yards or 300 yards right now, and I haven't seen him miss a command yet.
No, it's a pretty good dog.
Jake does a good job. Are you looking for somebody to help you with your training? As soon as he gets done, why don't we put his ads up so it has his contact information. You can look him up.
Yes, sir.
Hurry up, Judge. Hurry up, Judge. There he goes. No, 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 no. There's no reason they should have done that. He's going to end up with just 2 on his fetch, you guys.
I think it's your feed's a little off right now. Because it looks good right here.
Well, this is huge.
I know.
But most people at home are watching on their cell phones.
It's that.
Oh, Judge pushed him a little bit at the wrong time, you guys. He's sitting right at 3 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. But it's all or nothing. He's got to turn his cat around, and he's only got a minute to do it. So if you're not done by 4 minutes, you're done. They're going to call your time. You guys, we're trying to run a lot of dogs here. So if the judge feels like they're not making any progress, by the time number 2 has to be done by the time we get to 4 minutes. And here it comes.
No, it's not loaded.
Sorry we ended up dropping the live feed earlier. Just a glitch we must have had. We're doing a lot better. I think we made it 8 hours without dropping it so far. He's going to have to turn his cat around and bring him back to number 2, you guys. Here, he's got to have number 2 done in 4 minutes. Here it comes. Gonna call him out right there, you guys. He's gonna end up with 20 on his fetch. Is gonna be his score.
Run another class.
Here we are back live. Stuart Mitchell, you've heard him all day long. Now listen to him whistle. This is nursery dog, Rip.
I've got a mess up here, huh?
Nice.
Nice job, you guys. Got his fetch time in
40 seconds.
40 seconds. That old Bronco face heifer that's up in front there, she's a leader, and them other two want to stay with him. I will say that Rip was fixing to win a nursery in the second day at the Ardmore trial. Ended up with one bad heifer on the sort. Ended up costing him the rest of his time. He was spot on. Typical. No, Stuart should have tried to have him over on that far side of that obstacle. Now he's going to have to turn him around. just off screen where you guys can't see it there. There's just a dead spot that we can't get the cameras turned around there very easy. There he is. He's going to bring him back on screen. Now he's got to go in. If you guys can see that obstacle, it's obstacle number 2. He needs to go in the far hole on the left, on the other side, and come out the closest hole on the left. He's going to get that turned around. This is going to be a good job. Stewart's going to get it here. If Stewart, get him come by, get him come by, get him come by. Yeah, he's going to get it, you guys. I tell you, that was executed. That was probably a little bit more risk than I would have taken right there. I probably would have marched my butt over there a little bit and blocked that hole, but Stewart trusts old Rip, and I tell you what, he's working really good. We'll get back here. Rip is a gorgeous dog. Rip is the traditional prick-eared, long-haired, full-collared, black-faced border collie as you can ask for. Sherry loves those dogs. Loves them. But I tell you what, he's working for him too. He hasn't missed nothing. Man, he's doing a good job. Now he's got to take these heifers off this hill, you guys. That's going to be a little bit tough because they're going to start trotting. Oh, that one old heifer's deciding she wants to leave. He's going to need to bring her back like he's doing right now. Don't bite her, Rip. Leave her alone. Sorry. Is our timing on?
I don't know.
Stewart's doing a good job here, you guys. This heifer's getting drawn back up here. Like I said, now these cattle are back on our rerun cattle. They all know where this exhaust is. They know up on top of this hill that they can go out and be done and go on feeding water.
Yeah, we seem to be back on.
He probably needs to push on the heifer now, which Rip will push on one. Yeah, get around the front of her and push.
Yeah, we still have that 20-second delay. It's going to sit here to there, but the video and audio here still seems to be matched up.
No, it's not doing it anymore. So.
Okay, good.
Yeah, he's going to put these other two heifers with him. You can't see them. They're on screen. He's going to take them heifers. There she goes. There's Stewart. Keep going to your right. Does the camera lady hear? Can she hear us? I guess she has her live feed going.
I don't know. It's
Megan.
Yeah, Megan's up there. My wife had to go to the bathroom. But that radio's up there. You can use that radio down there.
She'll figure it out.
I can get my hand on the other.
Man, I tell you what, I had a good one going. Maybe he can get him turned around here. His time is at 5 minutes. So we still got 3 minutes. But he's going to have to drive him down off this hill back down there to obstacle number 3.
Is he still working on him, Jerry?
I think he's putting him in. Yeah.
He's calling it.
He's calling his run, you guys. Nope, he's not calling his run. Psych.
You working. 'Cause I work hard
6.
for my money.
That's that.
Want my money back.
Yeah, he's putting him in.
He's going to call it, guys. He's got one heifer that he understands he's done with. Okay, looks like we're back to come back live. He's already calling for his cattle. This is Rick Morgan. I believe that's Roxy, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we haven't. Yeah, that's something we can really, yeah.
And he don't waste no time. She's already gone.
Correlated, what he's talking about.
Super nice dog.
I set the ad whenever I set the other, and I gets talking. But yeah, no,
She's quick as well.
Oh, man.
I've noticed that, and I'm going to start trying to.
Rick Morgan's a good handler, though.
Good.
She is a Gus daughter.
Yes.
Yeah. That's if I remember right. She's out of the Gus dog that won the Open earlier.
Okay. Yes, sir. No, thank you. Yes, sir. No, I enjoy the food feedback because like I said, I really want to do a good job. Just trying to figure it out, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I appreciate the feedback. I really do. I really do. Thank you.
Yeah, the weather down here, Nick Johnson up in Idaho, we're noticing the weather. It's 75 degrees. Absolutely beautiful. Enjoy home right now.
I know. He gets 3 reds. Those reds are nice. Y'all did a good job. Those reds are nice.
Got these 2 red calves and black calf here, you guys. Once again, these cattle have really settled down.
It's a big old
And not only that, also, you guys, as the cattle are going, as they see a bad one, the judge or Verona or James, they get their number and they get them pulled off. Yeah, a really nice run right here. Hey, get over there. Yes, he's got them blocked, you guys. Never count out Rick Morgan. He's like the Black Knight. He comes in silent and beats you to death and leaves. He's got number 2 done at. Are you guys close on time to our feed?
2010.
210.
2010 is real close to us.
Not 2010.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Rick Morgan, he's here to win, you guys. He does a really good job. Super nice dog, good dog trainer. I've got it'd be an aunt. I've got one of Gus's half-sisters in my house.
No,
Actually came from Rick Morgan.
and it doesn't hurt me. Yeah, I know you're not.
Watch Rick, though. His timing's impeccable. His dog listens good. When he says whoa,
I want to.
he just says whoa. He doesn't have to pull back on the reins much. He's pretty handy. He's going into number 3, you guys. Number 3, they go straight in there. It looks like a dead end, but it's not, so it makes it tricky. And Rick knows that. If you watch him, he's prepping those cattle. He's going to come in from the right side and bring them straight up the fence so that they can see that opening and see that there's a way to go through there. I'm almost swinging Rick Morgan for the leaderboard change right here. As calm as he's got those cattle right now, as long as he doesn't get around the end of that, and he's not. Watch this.
30.
Man, oh man. Such good cattle, you guys. James Butler and Todd Jessen have done a great job of breaking these cattle and bringing them here for everybody to compete on. Hopefully they get on the level of field as they want. You work with the cattle a bunch before the trial, trying to get them all equal, so there's not as much of a draw.
Yeah, well, they've got
But they've got them lined out right now. Let me tell you, as long as the black heifer will stay in between those 2 red ones right there, I think Rick's doing good.
She's like a sandwich.
Yeah, just sandwich him in there.
Watch your dog.
He's got her.
I wish you were.
Good job, Rick Morgan. I'm telling you guys what here.
30.
Oh, I know it. Especially in this big open field.
This is a good dog, you guys. We talk about the ability to pace cattle. It finds that bubble on the cattle, whether it's close or far away, and she's done a good job. The draw right here now is this black heifer remembers that there's an exhaust up here. Oh, that's a stomping right there. But
Tractor too.
gosh darn it, here's what it is. This has got a few people.
First time from the house.
Yeah, she might load in this trailer. If you hear some squealing going on, it's Preacher Man. But me and Verona and Jerry are sitting in this trailer with an open door. She might get in with us.
Great.
Let's talk about Rick Morgan's nerves, though. I mean, look how calm he's stayed as a handler.
Appreciate it. Keep it up. No, I need
He's going to march up this hill. He can see that she's giving him a fit there.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Well, you know, it's gonna, well, it's gonna, no, it's gonna, you know, give me perspective for what everybody else is seeing over there. So I'm just over here in the fire, just trying to keep burning.
Yeah, he's going to have to cover that right side because she knows she can get away with it now. You guys, that's a dead hole.
Hey, thank you.
And once again, not very many cattle in the first round went through in the open, went through that hole. So she thinks it's a dead hole. Oh, there's no reason that she shouldn't have went in there. If he needs one of them red calves to go in there and the black heifer to follow her in there. Yeah, keep that black heifer there.
You know, 'cause I run.
Watch this. Rick's going to get it done now. If he takes that black heifer down, that one red heifer's there.
Oh, come on, girl, don't turn around. Man, he was doing so good. That one panel down at the end is really blowing their mind. Oh, now look at her. Now look at her. She says, I'm out of here. She said, y'all can have this party. Come on, girl. She sees this camera.
It's Rick Morgan, not Ron Morgan, just so you know.
Yeah, there's a water trough over there. Stripped on it because they exhausted some.
Still got a minute and a half, you guys. You can finish the rest of this pretty fast. He went through everything else so fast, he's got a lot of time on number 5, which is a tough obstacle.
It must have been the side over there.
Looks like he's got about 30 seconds, you guys. Dog's tired. Dog's really tired. She's been spent. She's run a lot. Just died up here on top. There he goes. Verona's mad at the heifers. I am. Hold you. I tell you what, that wasn't because of a lack of effort. That dog worked as correct as she could have. That black heifer just got it in her mind that she wanted to come up the hill, and that's what she did. I believe that brings in a score of 120, time of 8 minutes on this run.
Correct.
Next up, James Butler and Glenn, Trevor Jessen and Alice, Randy McMillan and Doss, Todd Jessen and Digger. Well, it'll be Jake Jessen and Digger. Here is the other dog in the bet. Once again, Glenn and Gene. Wager between me and Stuart. Gene is still behind. If Glenn finishes the course, that's all that matters. To keep his lead. Mountain State Stock Dog Association. Go online, mountainstatestockdog.com. American Ranch Dog Trials. They got a lot of good trials going on around the country. Look them up. They've got some really good trials, some really good payouts. Lincoln Rogers Stock Dogs. That's him right there on the gray horse. That's Tuco right there on the bottom. Super good dog we watched run in the open today.
morning.
I'm glad you made it back here.
I
Look
wouldn't have
who's
missed it
up.
for the world. That's why I come back, because I
I
really
get-
need to go down to the hill.
Saga.
I need to go under the hill.
Listen, if you throw your hat out there or do anything to cheat, Verona has a very dull knife sitting next to her.
Very dull knife.
It had to be a long one. Get deep enough in my belly to kill me.
I wasn't talking about cutting your belly, boss,
Oh, my throat.
or your throat.
Oh.
Anyways,
Anyway, okay, so I got the feet propped up. We got Glenn sitting here. I'm spanking your butt today. With
Verona, what team are you jumping on?
Team Butler. Team Butler.
Yes, you can. You can do it. You got to choose.
My man.
You
My
got it.
man's team.
Well, either way, you
That's
win
right.
that
You
way.
can't lose.
Oh, 3 black ones. But you know what 3
Yep.
black ones they are?
The good ones.
The 3 black ones that he won with. Yeah. Them are the winning kind right there, I see. Watch his dog run, you guys. Oh, no, this dog can get. It looks like a cheetah. Like if you watch National Geographic, watch him. But his head down and the way he stretches that vertebrae, he is a
Talking about
cheetah.
watching National Geographic.
Hey, listen, $12 vocabulary.
I just wonder if you watch them when they got the natives up there.
No, I'm watching when I'm watching the cheetahs.
He does run like
Yeah.
a cheetah.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I agree with you on this one. I'm not in on the bet, but I do agree with that.
Oh, man.
He's very athletic.
He is. He is.
I'm just going to sit here and be quiet and watch me win. Victory, victory.
You know, I can't root
Shh,
against.
be quiet.
Let's do this.
I can't root against Glenn because I like him.
No, I can't root against Gene because I like him. But I can
but,
root
you know-
against you.
Well, in order to do that, you gotta be against the dog.
Y'all, gotta be honest with yourself. Y'all been rooting against these dogs all.
I don't root against any of these dogs.
No, I tell you what, this has been a good.
There's probably some people I don't like, but I still root for them.
I like to see everybody
No.
be successful in this thing because I know how challenging.
Watch this.
it is.
Watch this. He's going to come in deep and show these cattle their hold. You see him bring that dog over on this side to actually do exact opposite of what everybody else has done? Everybody wants to come towards that obstacle. I'm not talking about you. You did that pretty.
I watched.
You
James
did that
Butler,
pretty.
And James helped me.
But
a little
he
bit
brought that dog
Talking
to
to
the
me.
left
Mhm.
and made them cattle come to where they can look straight ahead into that obstacle. Everybody wants to cut up right to it. Now look. Look where them cattle are looking. Glenn.
Away, away, away.
That's okay. He's still good. Watch this
Verona-
kid.
Coach Verona's over here.
He's still good, you guys. He's still
Better
good.
keep going. He needs a little help.
No, he don't need help. He'll just take him right out. All we got to do is finish to stay ahead of you.
It's yet to be done. It's kind of like playing horse. I've got mine in the books. I've shot my last shot. I'm in the books. You've yet to get in the books on this run.
I'm already in the books. In,
No,
in,
this-
in
no,
the
this-
lead.
Not on this run.
On the
Yeah.
first page, number 1 says
That's
Glenn.
okay. This day is still not over.
Day is still young, my friend.
Remember,
Wait.
there's a 4-minute cutoff here. We're at 3.
It ain't gonna make no
I'm
difference.
just saying.
Why do you even bring up stuff like that unless you have no
Just
faith?
saying.
Just saying. Oh, my wife's calling me.
Right. Was you talking to me, dear? Is that what you said?
No, but while we're talking, if it's picking up
No, I
all
know.
this too. That's more annoying than listening to him whistle his
No, I
dog
know.
for 30 seconds. His cattle are giving him a little bit of a challenge here, guys. He's down, setting up pretty good for number 4, though. He's got to come back this side of the obstacle. And remember, James has got the best view on the angles from where he's at. So I'm like right here. I'm like, why are you going that way? Well, because he knows he's not past the obstacle yet.
Overflanked a little too much.
Yeah, he's all right. He's all right.
Dan Gill says, "Stay strong, Steve. I've still got one."
No, he missed that flank a little bit. Now we're in trouble.
What's Brother Dan saying?
He said, "Stay strong, Steve." He's still got one.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that this dog's impressive. He's 17 months old, and this is why I like him.
For sure.
Some of these things, like right now, should fluster him, and it doesn't. Okay, that's why I'm Team Glenn. Gene is at least a year older than Glenn, right, Verona?
Yeah.
At least a year older than him. So he should mentally be able to take it. This dog, I have yet to see him get flustered, and that's why I'm Team Glenn.
For his age, he is very impressive.
Oh man!
Oh,
Oh
for
man!
him, I mean,
Now what's gonna
really
here?
add that to it. It's-
Here's where the problem's gonna be here. These cattle are already triangling.
Yeah.
Okay, when we come up to number 5, they have not been pushed through number 5, and it's gonna be tough for them
Yeah.
because they're already trying him. But James does as good a job as anybody as setting the cattle up as they're coming to the obstacle. Not get there and last minute make them go in it. Make them think about going in that obstacle right now. He's gonna be watching. And I guarantee James is marching up that hill, you guys, so he can do his cover. That one heifer's already looking to the exhaust.
It's a
Good
heavy
job,
draw
Glenn.
up
Oh,
there.
it's a
Cattle
draw.
was full up there. The
You
cattle
you
was
experienced
full.
it, but look what I just sigh of relief. The fact that he was able to turn the cow around right here, like that cow that you had, he just ran
kept
over top
trying
of
to
Rip.
turn
I know
back
you did.
around, and
So I have faith
was
that.
even
Watch
wanting
this. Watch this. You be quiet.
I gotta be quiet.
You gotta be quiet. It's intense. Be quiet. Boo. He's still good. He's still good. And James is in better position now. That's how come he had that dog stop them, is James wasn't in a position to block.
Yeah.
Wait. He's still good, you guys. He's still good. The heifer's not taking offense to it. Now, James is going to step up there and bump her. Look at this.
And got her on the correct
And,
side.
and look at this. You pig. You absolute pig. Do you know what you're costing me right now, you pig? Oh. You guys were 7:25. It's an 8-minute course. If he does get this obstacle, I believe, and this is just
I
my
would
rough.
take- I would
No,
take the
no,
lead.
we should remain even. You were.
Really?
I think we should
Oh,
remain
man.
even. No, I'm not. That's not for sure. I'm sure somebody else is paying better attention than me to our scores. But I think we're either equal or you may take the lead. Because it's going to cost me 60 points right now. And you gained how many on me earlier?
I don't know. I hadn't kept up with it. But Glenn finished. Gene finished.
Finish it anyways, James.
All right, so that's
If this was a 9-minute
60
course,
point.
I'm Verona.
Yeah,
this
if
was a
it
9-minute
9-minute
course.
Sorry. James,
I'm not going to bring it up to him.
look,
You
y'all's
talk to him about
freezer's
it.
going to be full this year because I'm pretty sure that one's going with the other one.
Buy some more freezers.
Sell beef. Oh me, that's frustrating as a handler.
It's very frustrating.
You know, I don't talk about my runs too much, but like I was trying to get them cattle to go down the hill,
Yeah.
and they just that one would not. And I tried to help. James needs 10 right now.
I'm going to get that horn. I'm going to talk about the heifer. And every time I'm going to tell you what I think, I'm going to go beep with that horn. Dirty bag. Anyways, turned it back into a race, though.
Yep.
I
Well, you
think
can't never tell.
I'd have to add them up. I think you might have pulled ahead on that one.
Yeah. Tomorrow's a different day.
Yep. I'm going to
No,
go buy you some
tomorrow
new
is-
socks just in case. And hide your dirty ones.
I'm going down there to stomp around that pond.
I guarantee you. That was James Butler, and in the end, and Glenn, he ended up with 120 points.
We got
Where are we at, Verona, on our list? That's Trevor, Jessen, and Alice. If I'm not mistaken, Verona, he won the intermediate today
I think so.
with his dog Max, you guys. I asked him if he got up early and curled his hair like that. That's the new style. I think it is perm.
There's kids who do that. These
Kids
days.
do that these days, and that's a good kid right there.
used
He's a
to
good
perm
friend.
mine, too.
You permed yours too? Yeah.
I still burn.
I do that with cold water every morning. I comb my hair with cold water. Hey, there's so much chewing gum over there. While you're standing up.
God, you're demanding.
Please.
sure, that's fine.
You're gonna eat a salad burger in front of us. We can at least eat your gum.
I asked you if you wanted that. No.
Super nice dog here again. See if I can get Todd to tell me how she's bred on the live feed.
She's a JJ something, remember?
She is a JJ.
Oh, yeah.
JJ, what did we say?
Say, JJ say? I don't remember.
Here we go, Trevor.
Claire.
Claire.
Not.
I think that's what we said yesterday, wasn't it?
I think that's what we said.
Which Claire?
I don't know. I asked Todd on the way back to the live feed the other day, and then I talked to you. So I don't know Claire.
I tell you what, Trevor's turned into a dog handler. I'm going to say this again. 2 years ago,
I think I saw his first run. Here.
this weekend, no.
No?
2 years ago this weekend. Well, he showed in the kids class here. We had a little kids junior class. We went to Ardmore and I talked him into entering the novice class. You remember that, Verona? Him and my son, who at the time would have been 12 and 10. And they entered the novice class. The same year Trevor won national champion novice.
He's got to day like these and come back in.
Yep.
He won national champion novice. Has went on, now he's showing in a nursery class in a field against open handlers.
Yep.
Good kid, works hard. Reads stock good, handles the dog good.
Hey, it's interesting. I did not know until 2 or 3 days ago that Max had belonged to Mike Thompson.
Who?
Mike Thompson.
So Max originally,
Well, I know, but-
Landon Miner owned him, and Lally showed him all over. That dog won national champions, and if I'm not mistaken, he's won a national championship in every single stock dog association out there.
But Mike was telling me
That-
he won
that being-
back to back.
He won back to back. JJ Claire is a Walker Jade. JJ on Claire. Claire is a Walker Jade, is what that is.
Thank you, Todd. Hello.
Trevor, you can go help them if you want
Yeah.
to.
You can go help, Trev.
Why wasn't y'all coaching me like that up here?
You're not 12. You're 14.
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
Write that word.
Because your friends help you out, you see.
Yeah.
We tried to establish our friendships early.
Well, I was on your side. Now I'm on Steve's.
I couldn't see you over there. You and Rip were behind us.
We were over there.
He's done with number 2, and he's on to
Pushing.
number 3. Correct, Judge?
You and Rip were
He's on to number 3 now.
The judge was
Me and that bald faced heifer was talking to each other over there. There was one time.
Christ-like.
What a question. What a question.
How many of us are Christ-like when we're working cattle?
I just was asking.
I coached football for 25 years.
James came in here and admitted he wasn't Christ-like. It's like when his was messing
Well,
up.
sometimes.
I just thought I'd ask.
I was just telling you like this. I coached football for 25 years, and I was talking to a preacher one day whose dad was a coach his whole life. And I said, what's the rules on Friday nights? God knows how football coaches are on Friday night.
There you go. Now here, we were telling some jokes yesterday. There was a boy who sold the preacher a lawnmower, right? A young boy sells this lawnmower to a preacher. And the young boy's walking by, and preacher's out there trying to get that lawnmower started. And that preacher says, "Now, son, you sold me a broke lawnmower." Son said, "No, you got to cuss at it." And that preacher said, "Son, I've been preaching for 25 years. I quit cussing 25 years ago." He said, "Oh, sir, you keep pulling on it. They'll come back to you."
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
So maybe that's like working dogs.
No, a little
They
bit.
just come back to you. He's moving on over to this would be the fourth obstacle now. He's moving right along. They got away from him a little bit. Look at there. Look at there. Very nice. Very nice, Trevor. Very nice. Bring him on up here to 5.
Walk, Trevor.
I'd like to see old Trev finish this out.
He's got a chance.
He's got a good chance.
Yep. Trevor's just taking that dog, holding that line.
Mm-hmm. That red heifer's seen that.
Yeah, it's heavy to the exhaust pipes. It's got
Yeah,
all
well, they all
the-
know, yeah. Yeah, once they get up here, they say, "Man, I want out of here."
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 what just happened?
That cow decided it want to go home.
Man, that old black heifer there is wanting a way out real bad.
Yeah.
Now just run right through that. Come on, Trev, get up there. Get up there, Trev. Get up there.
Throw a hand.
Oh, man.
Anyway, the little dog here's worked really good, but it's kind of getting gassed a little bit.
Oh,
here.
yeah. This is a big field.
Yeah.
This is a really big field, a big course. I'm just glad the dogs are working. We're not having to chase the cattle.
You know, when you're working cattle, gathering cattle, you just gather and take slow pace. You take them from one spot
Right.
to a pen. Dogs can work at a good pace, but here we're asking them to run,
Yep.
stop, turn,
Yep.
hustle ahead. Hustle
When you're
back.
on a time frame where you're asking a whole lot more of that dog, and that dog feels just feeling the pressure, just like
For sure.
the handler is. It's a totally different atmosphere. Yeah, she's getting hot.
Yeah.
I would too.
Mm-hmm.
Look at her.
Hold your ears.
All right.
Well, that's tough right there.
You know, they make a big bottle and a big horn that goes on them things. Oh, man.
I think it's deeper.
It's probably deep, but it'll honk.
You want to try it? Yeah, it's got more of a train horn sound.
Yeah.
Man, I sure wanted to see Trevor finish that out.
Yeah. You're doing a good job, though.
Yeah, a very good job.
Randy McMillan's up. I don't know if it's Spot or Dose.
It's Dos.
Dose.
Yep. It's Dos Compadres.
Yeah. I take your word for it.
I've got the sheet over here.
Red, black.
And they're off. 2 reds and a black down there. He's taking the away approach.
You know, everybody's got their own theory about which way to go.
Yes, sir.
And I try to watch the guys that are successful in
Yes, sir.
getting them cattle to move off.
You know, some of these guys try to send them on the come by and then try to catch them on and keep their momentum going.
Yeah.
And then some of these guys think, well, they're going to run off, so I'm going to try to slow them down and then create my own pace. But this little black heifer seems to be making her own pace.
I've experienced that today. You know, the one little dog I just ran, I don't think he caused any of that. And in the same instance, my open dog, I sent him down there, and he does not introduce himself very well to the cattle.
The
This one, he's
which
got a
one was
chance
it?
for one.
Not mystical too.
Yeah, he's missed.
Which one's all mystical?
This little dog's pretty quick.
He just give it
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Moving on to obstacle 2 here.
Yeah.
That old black heifer says, I know where the exhaust gate is, and I think I want to go there.
Yeah.
She knew where the exhaust gate was when she jumped off the trailer.
Yeah. Hey, it's hard not to when you watch these cattle all day and you start remembering, like
Yeah.
the opens. I can watch steers and I can remember what they did
Oh,
3 or 4
yeah.
runs ago.
Wow.
When they come back through, well, you get to watching these cattle like that. And when that white bald-faced heifer come off the trailer down there when I was
Yeah.
running, I knew it was going to be in for a little bit of
Yeah.
a deal.
Yep.
But I thought I could get it. And it was all going pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Right here, and I was trying to help push them down the hill, and she just wouldn't go.
Yes, sir. And sometimes it depends on how the guy before you that ran that cow treated it.
Well,
You know?
and it gives the other guy trouble too.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's why I knew
Right.
it was going to happen. But
Yep. I've been to some dog trials where the cattle kind of get pushed a little bit, and then they get faster and faster as the day goes on.
yep, see, and that black cow's went up the hill toward the exhaust. The exhaust is up there. So
I saw a
Rick-
guy up there with 4M stock dogs. He was
Yeah,
over there earlier
me and
today
Rick
too.
was eating on one, and we decided that eating wasn't going to be the answer.
There wasn't no future in eating the cow.
It just gets dog hurt. I mean,
Yes, sir. Yeah, real quick and in a hurry.
you know, you know, if you want to be real, I hear it all the time. This dog's rank is, but if that cow don't want to be turned, it ain't gonna be turned.
No, it's
I
not.
don't care what you're putting on it. You might get 4 or 5 catahoulas hanging off its ears and tails, but you know, so that's where the stockmanship comes into play here. Once you get up on that corner, it's
Yes, sir.
somebody watch it.
Especially at 3 minutes and 15 seconds.
325.
So you're about the official time's about 2-3 seconds ahead of what we've got going on the screen. Just gives you an idea kind of what's going on and where they're at in their run.
He give it up.
15 seconds.
Yeah, he give it up.
Okay.
So he's going to go ahead and exhaust these cattle. The judge really wants to blow this horn over here. I'm glad he didn't.
Yeah. I have to bring a garbage can up here and clean up.
Yeah, we got kind of a mess going on up here.
I wonder if Monday Night Football's booth looks like this when they get done with football.
You know, they probably have a little bit of a setup that, and maybe some good trash cans and
Yeah.
this is going to be Jake, Jessen, and Digger. I'm going to need to change the name on that. Todd wasn't able to make it. He tore a hamstring, and I think he's watching right now.
Yeah, Todd's been helping us with some of these pedigrees on
Yep.
some of these dogs.
This is we'll start the time, and then I'll get the name up there. But this is Jake, Jessen, and Digger.
You know, you've seen some of these dogs since the first time they entered them in the nursery class, you know, when they were really young, and which this is a nursery, but this is a second year this dog's been in the nursery. You get to see them young and develop mentally and physically, and their approach, and this dog has changed a lot. Though Digger would be known to want to bite some early on. He looks like he's got under control and taking his commands really well.
So after this dog, there will be Dan Canton Patch, Joni Teachin and Monster, Jeannie Allen and Jess, and Ron Inzeroth with Joe. That'll be the next few runs you got there after this.
Good job, Rick. Cattle are drifting downhill pretty good right here, as long as they don't want to come up the hill. I said that, there's one drifting up, but it's just things that you've seen all day that work. You kind of need to mimic them.
Yes, sir. Try to learn from
Yep,
other people's mistakes.
for sure. So these cattle are coming in high, and they gonna want to go around or down below.
Hello.
Hello. I'm just sitting here thinking I had to take a phone call there. I got a bag of M&Ms in the truck that just.
Probably melting.
No, they're in the trailer.
Oh.
In the trailer. No, I
thought
can.
you said the truck.
Well, I did say, but I meant trailer.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, in the air conditioner. Look at here. Look at here. Oh, Blackie, you. Oh. I hurt for him.
Yes, sir.
I hurt for him.
Come on, Digger. He's still got 2 minutes. A little under 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But once they get up here and they see that exhaust,
Probably not going to work with this one split way off.
Oh.
Yeah.
But if he can make it, he's great.
Where's the other red one at?
Way back here.
Oh, up the hill.
As long as he keeps these away from her, he's all right.
Oh, okay. It's a little different deal here. Jerry tells us that he got the one through correctly. If he can keep these away from it and get them through, and it's not going to pan out.
Just mixed.
Yep. Call that dirty mixed. And regardless, we got to bring them all back now.
Not like that dirty sock you gonna have.
Unlike that dirty sock. I don't know why he thinks that's so funny.
I don't know how he came up with it, because if he loses, he's going to have to stick
If-
that sucker in his mouth.
If he loses, it's going to be a bad day in Idaho. Via Texas.
In his hole.
Yes. I usually make it a habit of not gambling on somebody else's stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. You only gamble on your stuff?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Something I got control of.
I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, I say I do. I
Yeah.
don't, but
Yeah.
it would make
You know
sense.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it would make sense.
Yeah.
Perfect good sense.
Yeah.
The judge has a little sympathy on us this time. He steps outside.
Yeah, we're getting close to the end of this run. It's probably not going to happen for Jake.
No, he's got about 3 seconds.
That's time, Jake.
Time.
He was close enough to. He just saved the horn. Saving that for a special occasion.
Special. He wants to hear that one so bad, too.
Yep. 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 I'm gonna check this other box. Preacher's been.
Ain't no letting out on it. It's just when they pulling it apart.
There's Jake's ad right there. If you're in Oklahoma looking for a dog trainer, give him a call. He does a really good job. These young dogs have done really good for him today, and he's been doing a great job with them. Jake Jessen with Jessen Cow Dogs and Cattle Company. Dan Camp and Patch. He's asking some questions up here. Got him a new hat. He's retired the cowboy hat today and put on a ball cap. We've seen him before, but just looking a little different. And they're off.
Ain't no cattle.
He's gonna. No, there aren't any cattle.
Obviously no shutout, man.
The door's open, but there are no cattle. He's gonna go up into cattle.
It's on.
That's what I told him.
Yeah, you did. The setout man is inside of the trailer. I see him waving a hat. He's got 2 blacks and a red, it looks like.
Yep.
Well, you know, he's an overachiever. He wanted to be down there when the cattle came out. He wanted to get a jump on it, you know. He said these other cattle got about 100 yards to figure out where they wanted to go. I'm going to be right there when they come out. And Pat says, I want to be right on them and eat them up. I believe this dog did really good in the, was it in the open or in the nursery there in Ardmore?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I can't remember how he ended up, but I believe he ended up pretty good, if I remember correctly. He ended up 8th in the overall. I was thinking he was higher than that. And 9th in the nursery, okay. Got him moving pretty good, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. You know, they kind of pushed on these cattle out through 1 and 2, and they took it.
Yeah.
Now they've kind of spread out now.
Yep. He needs to get around to the. Yep. If he would have come around on the come by, he might have kept that same trot right through that thing. But it's always a gamble.
Tell
You know?
how close he is from here.
Yeah, that is the truth. He's got a different perspective that we've got. Still gonna miss it.
Yeah, so he was
Yeah.
2 cow lengths off that.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
would have thought
you're
he was
right.
right against it.
Yeah. Oh, he may have got it right here.
It's
Look
hard
at
to
that.
argue with what
No,
he's
he
doing.
missed one. I think he missed
Yeah.
one.
He did.
Only reason I could tell is I didn't see the bars on the cattle.
Yeah.
Oh man, this old dog will get in there, won't he?
Yeah.
I believe Dan was up in Idaho, up around Steve for a while, and now he's down in Cisco, Texas.
That's correct.
And
You know, I'm sure he uses these dogs.
yeah.
And, and it's hard to use them, and then
come out here and try
come
them.
out here and try
Yeah.
them. It's not impossible,
Right.
but it's just hard.
You have to use them different, and
Yep.
the dog gets accustomed to what
Mhm.
you do most of the time.
Yeah.
And if you got some rough cattle, then it thinks I got to get rough. And when you're out here at a trial setting, that usually doesn't work out for you very well. Yeah. Yeah, Steve was telling us about how you go up there and run in the finals, and he'd come and stay in a teepee.
Yeah.
And he's the real deal. I believe that he's cowboyed most of his life, and but staying in a teepee is pretty cool. Oh, why? He's got him slowed down now, Stuart.
Yeah.
I'm pretty. Maybe they finally just gave him some respect, because they were
Yep.
getting pretty trotty and spreading out, and now if his dog will stay off of him here, he's got a pretty good little thing going here.
Yep.
That dog likes to be so tight. I mean, he's in underneath him. Oh man, keeps over flanking on that away. Of course, I don't even know. I think the dog's just, he's overbalancing, I think, because I don't think he's telling him anything. Now he's got him spread out again. Right at about 7 minutes unofficially. 6 minutes 55 seconds. With the way they're clipping along, of course, once they see this exhaust, it's a whole nother story. Yep. But this dog is pretty tough. He might be able to do it. Oh, he's losing one. But if he can get both of them in there. Oh, man, he wasn't fast enough. Man. Oh, now the duck cow's in between them. Now he lost. Oh, he lost. They're wanting to go to the exhaust. So close, but yet so far away.
What did he say?
Did y'all blow the buzzer? Steve did say he was deaf.
Bless
He
his
said,
heart.
Steve said he is very deaf. And
Bless his heart.
he said, did y'all? Well, yeah.
We got our fingers in here.
I heard it with my fingers in my ears.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
I was at a rodeo one time, and guy was riding some rough stock, and the commentator said, "Hey, y'all, hold your applause. He's in the middle of a storm and he can't hear you." And I think that's where Dan was right there. This is Joni, Tejan, and Monster. She's calling for the cattle. Hopefully this time the cattle come out before the dog goes. Cattle are coming out. Let's see what she's got. I see 2 blacks and a red, and the dog is off. Switches back to the come by. She's going to use a method trying to get behind them and use our momentum to go through the fetch, but those cattle are already headed to the trees. But Joni is pretty used to big, long, open country. If y'all go watch her, she's one of our sponsors here. You can go look her up at /Stage Stock Dogs or Joni Tejan on Facebook, and she'll send dogs, and the video go forever, and she'll go to where the dog, you can't even see the dog, and the dog comes back with sheep or cattle, or so. This course right here is nothing new for Joni. It's just, but whenever it's in a time situation like we were talking about earlier, it changes things up dramatically and drastically. Got a good little pace going right here. They're kind of heavy, but I think right now with the way these cattle are, I'd rather them a little heavy than trotty. What do you think, Stuart?
Yeah, I mean, like, they're kind of spread out. It can't be too heavy because you got a 4-minute cut off
Right,
here on number
right.
2. So you got to get them on up and in there. There's only so much
Now
that you
they're
can do to dictate the pace. Cattle's going to tell you what pace
Yeah.
they're going to go at and take the amount of pressure that you have to apply.
yeah. Because if you start putting too much pressure, even if they are heavy, they're going to run. Looks like she's going to get it. Running that one, keeps wanting to go away, but she's flanking it back and forth. She got it. Good job, Joni. And she's going to come up here to the circle pin.
We can watch that one cow through the progress of this run and see if that tendency continues on. It might not show up at 2, but it'll probably show up at 3.
The way it's kind of wanting to go on its own. Yeah, I agree with you. Because she's starting to veer off even more and more already, heading into 2. We are going to try to get this done. Keep the live stream going. The sun's starting to go down, and that will affect the lighting on these cameras. But we still have 2, 4, 6, 8, about 10 or 11 dogs to go. So we'll keep this live stream going as long as we can until y'all can't see anymore. But we sure have enjoyed bringing this to you live this week. Pew Productions. If you're needing any ads, any videos, commercials, graphics, logos, you can look us up on Facebook. Give us an email at rafterpstockdogs@gmail.com, and we'd love to help you out. We've made probably 90% of all the ads here on our live stream this week. And
Speaking of ads, do we ever get your check for your ad?
for my ad, the check for my ad, well, it's in the mail.
We get your sponsor check.
It's in the mail, sir. It's in the mail. I wanted that flash ad, sir.
Yep.
Just for that comment, I think there's a tax on yours. It's going to be pretty heavy coming on the invoice.
You already got the check.
It's a surcharge we hadn't put on you yet, sir.
That cattle ain't causing too much trouble now. She's got them drifting right down the hill.
Yeah.
And Johnny does a good job.
Well, she's keeping that dog off pretty good too.
Yeah, bend them in that hole.
I think if it would have been that last dog, being as close as he was, it may have sped it up. But she's kind of released the pressure off that cow, and it's really kind of eased up on it. She missed one.
Not yet.
Oh.
She ain't.
Very nice. Good save. That was a very nice save, folks. She's headed into this 4th obstacle. It's just kind of a little panel with a half moon with a panel on it. And then the one that's really been giving everybody trouble is this T up here at the top. They did open it up for the nursery, but all these cattle, I believe, have been ran today, and they know where the exhaust is, and it's really been difficult. Have we had a nursery dog complete this top tee yet?
Yes.
We had one. Oh yeah, because one got to the exhaust. I think it was James Butler. Maybe Gene.
James.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gene.
Yeah,
That's
Gene.
how I went ahead of Steve today.
So if y'all hadn't been listening this saga, talking about who's finished, Steve and Stuart have a little deal going, but Gene has pulled ahead, has he not?
I think so.
I hadn't looked.
By Steve's math, you don't know.
Yeah,
I
well,
have to take those socks off to use his toes.
he can't count it all up on 10 fingers. Oh, Monster is starting to get tired.
Tell you, it's taxing on dogs.
Yeah.
Up and down this hill and across the field. And
Hey, I had to go to the bathroom early, and I walked down that hill. Coming back up it was trouble.
yeah. male though.
Oh, yeah.
Got a toe. Not bad. It really was. I probably did it up at Roy's. Got kind of stomped up there.
Oh, okay.
And then him and Goofy Puppy was playing out the other day, and he come up limping, and I think it was probably cracked. It's kind of, it ain't bad. I put it back. He's okay today. I gave him some medicine. But just like Mike Thompson said, his stucco's kind of come off a wall. So we're going to go home and reapply plaster.
His stucco has come off the wall.
Yeah.
I had never
Yeah,
put like
he's,
that before.
You know,
He's coming unraveled,
He's
huh?
a Walker bred dog. And,
Yeah.
And I like him. I love him.
Oh man, they dirtied up,
Yeah,
huh?
they dirty up. But
So now,
he likes to bite something.
yeah.
You know, and we've just got to get a little more plaster on his abilities.
Yep, that Walker breed is, they can be fancy, but you have they will bite something. If
Yep.
you're looking for a really nice, tough, fancy dog, give Jessen Cowdog and Cattle Company a call over there in Ardmore, Oklahoma. They breed some really nice dogs. In fact, a good percentage of dogs you've been watching today were out of Walker. Some cross of sorts. Oh, she got it. Oh, she ran out of time. Ran out of time.
Yep.
That's some tough luck right there.
I'm fixing to check out on you, preacher.
All right.
I'm going to go watch a few runs and basically go over there and tell tall tales.
Tall tales,
And
huh?
listen to some of these guys theorize on what should have been done. Oh yeah, I can. I'm gonna go.
You gotta wait till dawn.
No.
You still gotta run the range too.
Oh yeah, I gotta run. Yeah, I do gotta run the ranch. Forgot about that. I got a ranch dog. Rip. Hope he's down there recuperating. Yes, I never have ran the ranch. You know, I've never had a young dog to run the ranch, but I do now. So yeah, forgot about that.
There's Joni right there. If y'all are looking for somebody, great handle on a dog. That's her ad right there. One of our sponsors. Some of her dogs working in that country she's up in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that's sun is dropping fast.
And I know my wife just left in the buggy to go get Mike Thompson and bring him up here. When she brings up here, I'm thinking hitch me a ride to the haystack. Yeah, I need to go down there and philosophize a little bit.
Philosophy, eh?
Yeah.
So what exactly would that mean to you?
Well, I tell you, when I went to Auburn, I met a bunch of good guys that was seniors down there, and they'd been there 4 and 5 years and playing ball with them. And one night, Joe Sullivan, which is Pat's little brother, said, "Hey, we're going to grill out tonight." And me and Mike Shire is from down the road from us. I knew Mike and his family all my life. I said, "Well, that'd be good." I come in. He said, "We're going to eat supper and sit on the porch and dip snuff and philosophize." I said, "Philosophy?"
Philosophy.
I said, "Yeah. What do you mean? What are you talking about?" I thought, philosophy class and all
Yeah.
that. I thought, I ain't going back to school over there. I done been to class all day. He said, "Nah, we just going to bullshit." Just not. We're going to shoot the bull. That's a better
There
word.
you go. There you go.
Shoot the bull. Oh, so I'm good at that. So I learned early how to philosophize.
Philosophy.
Yeah.
I like it.
There's been a lot of world problems solved on that porch. We just couldn't get the higher uppers to agree.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that. Oh man. Oh, she may pull that off right there.
Oh, she's gonna get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lead cow goes through them two little ravens. Flank him, flank him, flank him.
There's been a common theme throughout the day that the black cows will separate, and they don't mind being on their own.
Independent thinkers.
Yes, independent thinkers.
I think I'm gonna start calling Mike Thompson Gramps.
Gramps, huh?
Yeah.
Is it because of the speed in which he moves, or?
Yeah.
Well, how do you think he'll respond to this?
Oh, he'll draw down his mouth and say, well, that's better than some things you could call me.
I can hear him saying that too. Oh man. Very, very true.
Just make him look at the hole. And it did. Look at the hole, Flossie. Good deal. Jeannie Allen coming across to 3. You know, I'm looking at this right here, and I don't think you want to change the pace of these cattle
No.
because I think the black one might trot off.
Yep. Yep. I think it's already shown to do that, but she's keeping her dog off really nice.
Yeah, she's doing a
And
good
just
job.
kind of catching the eye on the flanks a little bit,
Yeah.
like there.
Yeah.
You know, and just making very minute.
I caught the eye of that ball face one up here behind
Yeah.
us a while ago. Rip,
You-
well, actually, Rip caught
You
the
caught
eye.
both eyes.
Well, he caught eye.
Not in the same sense of what you're talking about.
Yeah,
here?
if you wet Rip down, he's soaking wet. He's 35 pounds. He probably weighs about 30, but today,
That's a good-looking dog you got.
oh hey, I like him.
I like
He's a
old Rip.
little dog.
Yeah.
He just thinks he's a big one. Look at here.
Oh, no,
Get
no,
on
no,
in there.
no, no.
Oh.
She said, "I've been here before, folks, and I didn't like what y'all did. So I'm gonna go back down over here where I came from, and y'all can come chase me." We want to thank all the help out here. We got guys bringing truckloads of cattle all to and fro. We got judges working out here. Steve and Stuart been up here running their jaws all day and just keeping y'all entertained. It's been hard work. They're not real talkative. If you ever meet them in person, just real quiet, kind of introverted type people. And,
Well, I am anyway.
but I do want to appreciate them. It really has added to this live feed for everybody, I believe. And
You know, you got to remember this is this crew's working up here with the cattle, the judges, the secretaries, timers, and all that. And there's another crew doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Over in the building.
yeah, there's a whole nother deal going on down at the arena. And this doesn't just happen overnight. It takes months of preparation. I want to thank Todd and Todd Jessen and James Butler for putting this on for everybody. Everybody wants to go to a trial, but not everybody wants to put one on.
Yeah.
And want to thank them for that. And man, it's this green field. I know it didn't happen overnight. I know somebody had to come fertilize this thing because this isn't what grass is supposed to look like right now. There's probably some money spent on this field and these cattle, and
I wonder if that's wheat or oats.
I don't know.
He's planted something. Winter grazing.
Mm-hmm. But it looks good for the trial.
Did she get that one?
Yeah, she got that.
Okay.
She had
According to her growl, I don't think anybody want to mess with that.
That was, I think she's cowgirl.
She got to be.
I think she
That was from way down
camping out
deep.
camping jumping out.
like that. That was
Staying with the herds and stuff like
really
that.
like up way out up big country cowgirl.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, you wouldn't want to mess with her. I heard that growl and I thought, man, alive. If that dog doesn't start running, I'm going to start running.
Follow. Oh, you little red hussy. Hang on, Sloopy.
Swing low.
That was swing high.
Swing high.
Yeah, I don't know if that was on camera or not, but it was entertaining.
I don't know. Can you hand me that radio? Try to communicate. Yeah, Jeff, there is a possibility that it's going to be too dark to finish the nursery for the live feed for sure. I don't know about.
I got you.
I don't know about for the whole class, but maybe for the live feed for these cameras.
All right.
Todd Jessen says, "How about Grouchy for Mike Thompson?"
Thompson. Grumps.
Grumps.
Tell Todd, not Gramps, but Grumps. That's my Bucky sitting down, yeah. Right there behind them chairs.
Well, Stuart, thanks for your time.
Yep.
I've enjoyed it.
Okay. Well, I guess that means I got to walk all the way down.
You got to
Mike's
walk.
still down there? Oh, nope, I don't have to walk.
Grumps,
I
Gramps.
guarantee Grumps is going to have
Grumps,
a wife
Gramps,
bring him up
and
here,
Grouchy.
or he'll get in my buggy and drive it up here himself. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Old Mike Thompson, he good old guy. He's out there.
He's been good to me.
He's out there in my neck of the woods. He's in Hobbs, New Mexico, and he's walking up here. You gonna have to walk.
Mike, what the heck? I furnish you a buggy?
He got nervous. Oh man.
No, I just sent my wife a text. What's this? You'll see her. Yeah, come get me. Because if I get
This
up,
is Ron Inzeroth
look,
and
look,
Joe.
look. She jumps. Boys, I wouldn't trade her for nothing.
Ron has some really good dogs. Is Ron fairly new to the cattle
Ron's
deal?
been trialing forever.
He's been trialing sheep for sure. I didn't know about cattle or not,
I don't think so.
but I think he's won Meeker and some other big stuff out there in the sheep.
There's a couple of things I know in life, and winning Meeker probably ain't in my future. You got to enter first. You
That's
got to
right.
get in line
That's
to
right.
enter.
That's right.
And I'm not going to send in no fees. So
You don't think your dogs are cut out for Meeker? You think you'd get disqualified real quick? Yeah, Rip might.
I tell you about the first 2 or 3 sheep trials I went to.
Really?
Thank you.
Tell me
does
about
not
it.
mean they appreciate your efforts or your dog. They did. The
Thank you,
judge
me.
said, "Thank you." I said, "You're welcome."
You're welcome. I
He said,
educated your
"Thank
sheep.
you again."
Really?
Yeah, I didn't understand that. I never had been to one.
Oh.
But
So
I guess
thank
it's
you is a
because,
polite way of saying get off the field.
Yeah.
Ah.
I sent my dog, sheep coming down. They took a right. My dog just finished them off, pushing them to the right.
Well, you know that I think we could interpret that, a little more today. When we tell somebody thank you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second one, the only reason I didn't have to buy that sheep is it lived. But now, as bad as Walt did today, going out and introducing himself to them cattle, he does have a yellow ribbon in sheep. Yeah, he has placed in a sheep trial.
Is your bride driving all the way up here to get you?
That's right, Joe.
Man. All right. Hey, thank you so much.
You want me to leave this on?
Yes, I'll bring it over here.
Who am I?
Hey. The judge doesn't want to have any. He's been having plenty of inserts, just not on the mic. Stay centered on that. You want them in the center. He's working on the third obstacle here, and he's got one of these red or black heifers is really wanting to break out from the herd. He's having to work hard to keep her with everybody else. Can you zoom in a bit? Perfect, thank you. Sorry if this live feed's getting a little fuzzy. It's that camera's trying to grab as much light as it can, and your image is going to get a little worse as the sun goes down. So we apologize for that, but there's not much we can do about it. Olivia Lee is asking, I think on Jeannie Allen's run, did she get a 175? Judge is watching through the no. It's like a one. He's watching this deal. We'll get back to you on that. We believe it's a 120 unofficially, but we'll get back with you on that, Olivia. No, I don't think so. I think she's thinking that last obstacle is the final obstacle, but they still haven't. They still have an exhaust up at the top, so yeah, she didn't complete that last obstacle, and it's all or nothing. So she didn't get any points on that last obstacle. We're at 6 minutes. he was clipping along pretty good up into this last obstacle, and these cattle are just not wanting to work with him. So he's got them daylighted. I think it's more than a daylight, but that's what we'd call it. He sunshined them on that one. winding down. He's got about 50 seconds to get this done, and these cattle are not wanting to cooperate. Oh, he's got him in there. He may get this done. Oh, out the back. Okay. So one's out the back on the back side of this deal, and there's a panel there, and then there's two in the obstacle. He's got to get the one in the back. There you go. He may get that. He's got to bring them all out. So he's got to daylight them all again, and he's only got 6 seconds to do it. So he won't get this. No, that one heifer won't go in there anyway. So that'll end his run. Tough luck there for Ron Enzeroth and Joe. Going to some commercials, and we'll be back with Lincoln Rogers and Bonnie. You had it going pretty good there, Ron. You had it going pretty good for a minute. Lincoln Rogers and Bonnie is be coming up. There's 4M Stock Dogs. We want to thank all of our sponsors for making this live feed possible. This is my Meal Iron S Ranch. This is Steve White. They've got some awesome border collies. They'll sell you some cattle, sell you some hunts. It's pretty impressive. This is Lincoln Rogers and Bonnie. He's run a couple dogs. He's one of our sponsors as well. He's got the Tuco dog, they're got some chilled and frozen semen. They'll ship it right to your door. Look him up. He's over in Mississippi. Tuco has won a lot of money, and I don't think he's all that old. I think he's about 3 years old now. Here's his cattle coming out. He's got 3 black cattle, and his time will start now. He's going to go down there and try to lift them from the back end and bring them through that fetch. He's going to open her back up a little bit. He felt like she was coming in a little tight. He's going to try to send her out there, walk her up. He's going to try to send her come by, open her back up, get them pointed in the way of the fetch. Little overcorrection there. They're kind of heavy. And now she's going to get a little physical. She's out there singing that song, "Let's get physical, physical." But I don't think the cow enjoyed it as much as she did. Up after Lincoln will be Mike Thompson and a dog he calls Nap. I think he calls it nip, but I think it's spelled nap, but I think he calls it nip. It's a imported dog I think he's got. I'm not exactly sure how it's bred, but I believe it's an imported dog. It's been doing pretty good this week throughout the nursery. Mike's a pretty good hand. Lincoln's making some corrections here. He's having a little hard time because he can't get these cattle to group back up. Oh, that one heifer wants to go around. You may just perfect. There you go. Oh, now she is not. Okay, there you go. Too far. There you go. He's going to make... Nope. They're wanting to go around the other side. Man, that dog is working for its money. That dog is getting it. Good. Oh, he's got two on the backside. Two on the backside. He misses one of them. He may get two. He can get partial points on the fetch. He got 20 on the fetch. He was working hard for it. That was good. That was just a little tough luck on that one heifer. Now he'll move over to the second obstacle. And if he can get these cattle through this second obstacle, it may deem difficult to try to get that dog from the second to the third, because that cattle going downhill, they seem to speed up, and these three cattle don't seem to be bothered by being separated. Now he's got them together right now, but when they start coming down this hill, it may be difficult. I want to thank all our viewers for watching. We've been having a good time out here. Can't tell if he's got them in the obstacle. They're outside the obstacle. I have to look through the camera through the camera just like y'all do out there, so I can't really tell if there's in the obstacle or not. It's kind of dark. Okay, there we go. They're out of the obstacle now. But he's gonna run out of. He's got 4 seconds. 4-1. He got it. That was close. There's a 4-minute limit. If you don't get through the second obstacle in 4 minutes, then they pull your time, and that's your run. So he stepped out at 4 minutes. There may have been a little grace minute there. It was right at. I mean, it was. I think Ty goes to the runner on that one. It was a sliver. And here, see how these cows are kind of, two of them are together, but when they're going down here, they speed up. That's just kind of been the theme throughout the day of what these cattle are going to do. When they start going down that hill, they start just speeding up. And especially these, they may just run right through this obstacle for him. No, one went out the back, man, and then they're going to get dirty. He's going to have to gather all these cattle back around this obstacle, and put them back all the way through the obstacle, because they came together. If two of them would have ran off and that other one would have stayed by itself, he could have finished the obstacle with that one cow. But being that they all got back together again, he has to do the whole obstacle with all three cattle. That is correct, right, Judge? Yep. And once it's kind of been, once these heifers have gone through the obstacle, getting them to do it twice, it's almost like they're saying, man, I already did it once. Like, why would I need to do this twice in one day? Hey, we just, I guess we messed with the ISO on that camera and gave you a little light, so we may get a little extra light out of this deal after all. It's amazing what these cameras can do nowadays. if y'all are liking this, be sure to subscribe, like and share this. Go check us out at Pew Productions, and we can do you a commercial, or we can do you some graphics, do you a logo. Love to help you out. These cows they have seen the exhaust, and they are exhausted of this dog at this time, and it's going to be, he may be able to pull it off. If anybody can do it, Lincoln can do it. He's a hand. He's out of time. Out of time. Watching the Jessen High Rollers live stream. Thank y'all for watching. Want to thank the Mountain States for all their help. They're one of our platinum sponsors, and Nutrina. Want to thank Nutrina for helping out. If you haven't tried Nutrina dog food, go look it up. They've got all different types. They've got a rep down here at the arena right now, giving out some free dog food and some different things. But if you're here and you haven't talked to the rep, go check them out, see what they've got to offer. Chris Timmons, he'll be up in a couple runs. If you're looking for somebody over in Texas, he's in Throckmorton. This guy he's a man of many talents. He can figure out genetics on some whitetail. He can tell you some poetry. He's got a few books on cowboy poetry. He can train a dog like nobody's business. And it looks like he can find some pretty horses, because that's the one beautiful horse he's got there in that picture there. Up next will be Mike Thompson and Knapp. Mike Thompson is just a really good guy. This is the guy that Stuart was talking about earlier about Grumps. They're real good friends, and they give each other a hard time. But Mike is just a really good stand-up guy over in Hobbs, New Mexico. And he sells some really nice dogs as well. If you're looking for a nice, gritty, tough dog, but with some style over around New Mexico, give Mike Thompson a call. Just a really good guy. Mike Thompson and Knapp. We've got 2, 4, 6 dogs after Mike Thompson. So it'll be 5 dogs after Mike Thompson, I believe. No, 6 dogs after Mike Thompson. So we most likely, I know Jeffrey had asked if we would finish this before dark. I believe we will. No, it's gonna be close. It may be done before dark, but maybe not done before shooting times. Legal shooting time may be over, but we may still be able to finish it in the dark. I don't know. We'll see how we can do this. We're closing pretty fast on darkness. Yeah, and the runs will dictate it too. With that 4-minute timeout on that second event has chopped some people's runs. So we'll just see how it goes. But we'll keep this live stream up as long as we can for y'all. And thank y'all so much for watching. I'm gonna let Mike Thompson do some running here. Let y'all watch him.
He lost that one. Lost that one.
Lost that one. He got one through the fetch. He's going to move on to the second obstacle with a pretty scattered set of cattle here. humidity is kicking my tail. There's no humidity in West Texas, so my big tail ain't used to this. Cows are kind of caught off of camera right now. He's just trying to gather them back up, get them in that second obstacle. Now, Judge, once those cows are in that obstacle, can they come out any hole or just straight through the back? Just out this side. Okay. Oh man, that dog was. I'm not sure where he's standing. I think he'll get it. Nope. Heifer. Yep. I think he's gonna get it. Now, with the way these heifers have been running, it's going to be tough to get him down to 3 and make it. He's still got quite a bit of time, and actually they're kind of slowing down for him. These heifers must be old, and it's hard on their knees to walk downhill. I've been hearing some guys talk about going downhill today has been hurting their knees. I was just wondering if these heifers, slowing down, going downhill because their knees were hurting. Now they're speeding up. He may pull this off, though. He's got him going right in the right direction. Overflanked a little bit there, caught the eye. Gonna stop and get some grass there in the middle. I think the flies have found our pizza up here, Judge.
Yeah.
They're eating me up. May just be the residue off those guys' dirty socks. I don't know. He's going to have to flank that dog away and try to keep him from... Nope, he didn't do it fast enough. They went out the back side of that obstacle. He's going to have to bring them back through the obstacle without them coming back on this side of the obstacle, and bring them out the top side where he's standing. And it looks like that one heifer's got her head in there.
No, they ain't.
Oh, they're out? Oh, okay, yeah.
They in there, but they didn't come in the right hole.
Oh, okay. So he's got to bring them back out because they can't come out through the back. They have to come. He thinks he did it.
No, he didn't.
Okay, I thought he was fixing to move on.
No.
The way he was stepping, I thought he was fixing to step to the next obstacle. My bad. I stand corrected. He's about having the same problem that Lincoln Rogers and Ron Enzeroth and the last few runs have ended just about like this. He's still got 2 minutes. Go help him, Mike. This field's so big that you could almost run an American ranch dog trial out here. These guys are covering some ground. speaking of the American Ranch Dog Trials, Jason and Jensen, some just great stand-up guys. They putting on a trial at the end of January in Stephenville at the Heart 8 Ranch. The American Ranch Dog Trial is all horseback, ranch style setup, blind outruns. It's just it's a really good time, a lot of good people. If you've never been to one, I would recommend going to one of those. I don't think you'll regret it. They have good people, good money, good payouts, a lot of good dogs, and you'll be running against some hanging trees too. If you've just done foot trials or sheep trials, get to see how the hanging trees operate and go down there and meet some good guys. But I believe they've already got $15,000 added money on that, plus 30 dogs at $1,000 in entry fee. So payout should be pretty good. It's a 2-dog minimum, and he's going to time out.
I'll swap jobs with you.
Next up will be Chris Timmons and Meg. Following him will be James Butler and Cardi, with Dan Cant and Sid, followed up with Ron Enzeroth, Bell, Joni Titchen and Kate, and we'll finish off with Jeremy McBride and Rip. That's right. We do have a rerun. We have Frankie Costa and his dog, I believe Summer, has a rerun. The got up here by the exhaust, and some cowboys were doing something back there and scared his cattle off, and so he'll get a rerun. A little tough luck here. I think he's going to time out about 30 seconds. He's trying to get these cattle moved up. And these cattle just aren't having it. That one heifer just got her head down, just eating grass.
How would you hear?
Okay. There's old Chris Thompson. Chris Timmons, and man, that's tough right there. That is a really nice dog. Just had some cattle that just didn't want to move off of him, and that's tough. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I think it's visible enough to where you can still run it. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good.
Go get us, ain't we don't like many. Where's Steve? I have no idea. He's been gone for a couple of hours. I think he went to the ring. He went to the ring, I think.
This is James Butler and Cardi. And they're off. After this will be Dan, Kent, and Sid. Followed up with Ron Enzeroth and Bale. How far is the outrun? I'd say a good 300, 350 yards. What a correction on that deal. He's going to get all three of these through here. At 1.5 minutes, he's going to move on to the second obstacle. Can you drop that down a little bit? Thank you, ma'am. Oh, very nice, very nice. Very nice. He's coming out of the second obstacle. Just a little over 2 minutes. He is making a run right here. And send these dogs away and try to shoot them through that first hole, front hole. Very good. Come back, come back. Very nice, very nice. That was very calculated, folks. He's coming into the fourth obstacle right at 4 minutes. He is smoking this run. Got his fourth obstacle, headed into the fifth obstacle. Oh, they're kind of spreading out here. He's going to work his way over here and try to assist his dog. This one's gonna try to. Oh, good correction there. Good. Oh man, that little red heifer. Man. There's no reason why they shouldn't have went in there. This has been the most difficult obstacle of this class. It has eaten a many a good dog and handler's lunch. It's this black heifer looks. Oh, wait. It's got to try to get them back together. There's no way to send them through there. It's all or nothing, and he's got to get these heifers back together. And oh man, still kind of split the herd there and scattered them, kind of like Stuart was saying, that huddle house that scattered and splattered. He's still got a minute and a half though. If he can keep them together, but all these cows seem to be independent thinkers at this point. He is doing a great job holding them together though for what they're wanting to do right now. He's got 2 through. If he can get this other one through without them coming back together, if that one goes back to the other herd, then it'll be dirty and he won't get anything.
Them two's good. Just work that one.
Ah. Oh, man. Not now. That's a little tough. Now I think he's got to run all 3 of them back through in 20 seconds. And that'll do it. They're down here coming. They're at the bottom. This is Dan Cant and Sid. He's waving for his cattle. This camera is giving y'all a pretty good view. It's a lot darker here than it is on the camera, so it's going to be interesting. We have 4 runs after this one because we have that rerun.
Yes.
So it's going to be interesting if we get through the day today. But we're going to do our best. You were saying it's supposed to rain tomorrow, but not until the evening.
I think it's gonna start sometime tonight, just be little light showers off and on.
Oh, okay. That 10 to 20 mile an hour wind is going to affect some guys tomorrow.
Oh, God, yeah. Is that what it's showing to be?
Yes, sir. Yeah, 52 degrees with 10 to 20 mile an hour winds with a 50% chance of rain. Yeah. But that wind will affect the way the dogs hear tomorrow, plus the rain, and it will be interesting. Got him a good set of little red heifers here. Bringing him right up through the fetch onto his second obstacle. Yeah, this is giving them a whole lot more light than what's out there.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty dark out.
Yeah, I can't even see the numbers I'm writing down. I need my glasses.
Yeah. Yeah. They are coming right through this obstacle here. Back up a little there, Dan. He's doing what Steve calls the scary scarecrow. You can zoom out a little bit just to kind of see the course. Very good. Out. There you go. Thank you. Yes, please. Yeah, you want to zoom in when they get to an obstacle so they can see what they're doing at the obstacle. Very good, thank you. Looks like he's going to bring them right through this obstacle. He is smoking it. Coming out right at 3 minutes and 40 seconds unofficially. He's doing pretty good. This dog here is a little softer than that other dog he ran earlier. And I think his cattle seem to be a little more, what would you say, cooperative?
Just a lot better.
Yeah, just a lot better. Of course, sometimes it's the way you're handling them. That other dog was really tight, wanted to get on them, wanted to bite them, and those cattle really don't like that. They don't want to put up with it, and they'll get to running and get real trotty, and they'll just mess your whole run up. So, you know, sometimes we say it's cattle, but then sometimes it's the way you're handling them. Coming through right there, full points there at 4. Coming into 5, and this one right here has eaten everybody's lunch but one, I believe. There may have been 2 dogs go through it, but I think just one.
I think. Well, I can't see the numbers, so I couldn't tell you. But there has been
think James Butler and Ricky Moore. Did Rick Morgan go through there?
Yes, I think that's what it says. But
I think that's who it is. Unofficially, I think there's been two dogs. Now, oh, come on. Get out of the way, dog. Get out of the way. That dog wanted to work just one cow and had two more back there. That'll make a handler frustrated. Now his dog is wanting to get a little tight, and you see these gentle cattle starting to get a lot more flighty, a little trotty. Of course, a lot of times these dogs, you know, we as handlers, when we get up there to that obstacle and we know that's on a time limit, and we start getting amped up, and that dog starts filling off that handler, and they start getting a little tight, and he's gonna get it. He is gonna get it. He got it. Way to go. He's still got a minute 45 seconds to fetch this sucker. Unofficially, it's 6:30. 6:30? Right at 6:30. So we were lined up pretty good with the official time. Full points at 6:30. That's a good run for Dan, Kent, and Sid. Great run. Great run. Next up will be Ron Inzeroth and Bale.
6:30.32. It's up to you. That one cow down in that.
That's what I'm worried about.
That one cow down in that corner.
It's pretty dark, Ron,
I know.
and it's gonna drop daylight as you're going. It's pretty dark.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
It's your call.
In the corner. 'Cause you ain't gonna pull them others away from.
I don't think so either.
That's what I was doing.
It's gonna get dark, too dark to go. Why don't we just wait till morning? I don't hate like he'll have to be first, but I guess makes it shit.
I
Be
don't
alright
know
with
what-
y'all?
I don't know what he wants to do. He's wrong.
Well, he's-
trying.
He said, I don't think we got time to move her, and I'm kinda like you. I don't think that son of a bitch is, when they're standing there,
I wouldn't take my
if I
cow.
get a rerun, I'd try, but
I think-
if it don't work,
I think
I'm
you-
gonna rerun.
I think if you send the dog, you're not getting a rerun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
no, I wouldn't send my dog when it's down in
Alright,
that
well,
corner.
let's call him, tell him we'll do it tomorrow.
He's fixing to move it. Let's see, and you make your mind up when he moves. But
Well, where's that son of a bitch gonna go?
he's coming back to that corner more than likely.
I think
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
think
saying,
they're gonna
you know?
call it.
Yeah, you know, it's just not a good deal.
It's you can see in this picture this camera's drawing in a lot of light. It
Chris Timmons couldn't get him
I
to move
said
out of the
if
it
corner.
looks like it's
I
I think Ron Inzeroth is gonna just run first tomorrow. He'll have 2 runs tomorrow.
think you're right.
So I think they're gonna call it.
I think by the time
We're gonna go into some commercials, figure out what they're gonna do, and then we'll probably finish this up tomorrow.
This, I don't know. For all-
So it looks like run-ins are going to call the run. It's too dark to run, so we'll see him back tomorrow. We're going to run some ads here, and then we will see y'all back tomorrow. Thank you all for watching.
We use our dogs every day. You know, on the ranch, we run a lot of cattle here that would take 7 or 8 full-time cowboys, and we have no full-time cowboys. It's just me and my family and one hired guy. These dogs come out and handle these cattle and pen these cattle. We move 500-600 in a group at a time with 1 or 2 dogs quietly. We breed and strive to breed working cattle and sheep dogs that are versatile enough and that have enough trainability and are biddable enough that you can work both stock with them. I think that we really focus on the health of our dogs. We health test all of our dogs. We really try to push to create the best dog with the best genetic background that we can, both health and pedigree wise. If you want to get a hold of us, go to milliron-sranch.com. Get a hold of us. We'll always get back to you. If you have any questions about anything, it's not even about purchasing a dog, about a dog that you own that you need help with, please feel free to get a hold of us. Go to the website, milliron-sranch.com.